Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited for today's video. I'm going to be giving you guys my 2022 tattoo tour. I did a 2021 tattoo tour and I talked about, all my tattoos, and I want to do this every single year so I can give you guys an update on all my tattoos. And I've gotten 3 new tattoos since that video, so I'm really excited to just dive into it. But I will say first, if you saw last year's video, I'm going to put a timestamp in the description of when I start talking about my new tattoos, because I'm going to save that for the end of the video in case you saw last year's video. But in case you didn't see last year's video, I am going to talk about all my tattoos so you don't have to go back and watch the other one, and you can just watch it here. So yeah, without further ado, let's just start talking about the very first tattoo that I ever got. So my very first tattoo is on my shoulder blade, and it is a rose tattoo. And before you start saying, oh my gosh, her first tattoo is so basic, she got a rose, it has a lot of meaning to me. It is my most meaningful tattoo. If you don't know, I have a lung disease called cystic fibrosis, and the flower for the cystic fibrosis is a rose. So that's why I got that. It represents my CF, and Just Breathe is underneath it, and it is in my mom's handwriting because my mom is always there for me and my brother, who also has cystic fibrosis. She's always there for, our doctor's appointments. If we have to be in the hospital, she's always with us. So it's just very meaningful to me. I got it when I was 17 years old. It is 5 years old. I got it in 2017. It's crazy to me. I can't believe how long it's been since my first tattoo. It's crazy. It needs to be touched up really bad. If you can't tell, it's a little faded, but it's still very pretty to me. I am obsessed with it. I love it. And I think I would rate the pain 3 out of 4. It wasn't as painful as I thought it would be, but you gotta remember, watching this video, I have a very high pain tolerance. I am used to needles and all sorts of stuff with my CF, so tattoos don't really bother me at all. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the first tattoo. Now from this point, I don't really remember the order in which I got the tattoos, so we're just gonna start from my head down to my toes because that just seems like the easiest thing to do. So the very next tattoo we're gonna talk about is behind my ear. This is a moon tattoo. No reason as to why I have this tattoo. I just wanted a tattoo behind my ear, and so I thought, why not get a little moon? Because I thought it was really cute. And honestly, I would rate this a 0 out of 10 on the pain level scale because it literally felt like nothing. It felt like someone was scratching my ear. It was great. I was very comfortable getting this tattoo, so that was a 0 out of 10 for me. Okay, so let's jump over to this arm because there's less tattoos on this arm. First, I have my Romans 8 tattoo. It is just my favorite tattoo. Basically, I can't remember it verbatim, word for word. But basically, God still loves us even though we're sinners. Pretty much is the gist of the Bible verse. So I got that. The pain level, probably 2 out of 10. Really don't think it hurt at all. And then the next tattoo is a cat in a heart shape. There's some leaves. This is a very, very pretty tattoo. I love this tattoo so much. If you don't know, I have 4 cats. I'm a crazy cat lady at 22 years old. I love cats so much. So this represents all of my babies. And I especially love the time that I got this tattoo. My tattoo artist rescued a cat that he found on the side of the road that got hit by a car. And he was kind of doing a little fundraiser. So if you got a cat tattoo, he was going to take that money and donate it to the cat's vet bills. And I think that was 2019. So what was that, 3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. And he still has this cat to this day. His name's Church. He's very, very sweet. And yeah, love it. And I don't remember, did I do the pain scale? I don't think I did. I would say 2 out of 10. Up here wasn't very fun, but it was such a small tattoo that it was so quick. So I would say 2 out of 10. All right, I have another tattoo back here, but it's newer. It wasn't in last year's video, so we're gonna skip over that and go over to this arm. Okay, very first tattoo is this oh, whoa, look at the lighting there. Let me fix that. Okay, This is a lioness tattoo. It's a lion with some flowers. Very feminine, stands for courage. I love just lions, you know, kind of the cat theme. I would rate this one on the pain scale maybe like a 4 out of 10. I think this one hurt maybe a little bit more because it took a little bit longer and there's more shading. But other than that, it really wasn't that bad. My next tattoo on this arm is Harry Styles with a little signature. This is Fine Line Harry's Silhouette, his second album. And I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. I love Harry Styles so much. If you know me, you know. And ever since I met Harry Styles and like the rest of One Direction, I just have this like special like connection with him. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just can't let that obsession go, basically. And meeting him solidified that forever. And you know, Fine Line has more of a meaning to me. That album helped me out so much during quarantine. Fine Line is the first like album concert that I went to for Harry's solo stuff, so that was such a special concert to me. It was amazing. This tattoo has a lot of meaning to me, and I love it. All right, and the pain scale for that, probably 2 out of 10. It really wasn't bad. It needs to be touched up a little bit too. Okay, we're gonna skip these 2 tattoos because they're newer, and we're just gonna go down to the bottom of my arm. I have this Gemini tattoo, and before you say it, don't hate me. I know how we all feel about Geminis, okay? But I can't help that, okay? I personally love being a Gemini. Anyways, this is what it looks like. You know, Geminis are the twins. So I got like, you know, twin vibes here. And I got like the moon and stars for the astrology vibe. And I really, really love this tattoo. The pain level for this, probably maybe like a, you guys are gonna hate me, 2 out of 10. I feel like, I don't know, these tattoos really aren't that bad. And then my next tattoo down here is another rose. This one's not completed yet. I want to get more here, but I'm waiting until I figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this part of my arm, so we can just kind of like blend it in together. This is probably, I would say a 4 out of 10 because this part really did not feel good going over that vein there. So I would say 4 out of 10 for this tattoo. Okay, so besides the new tattoos we're going to talk about later, I think that's it for my arms. So let's go ahead and start working our way down. On my rib cage here, I have a quote from my favorite book, The Kite Runner, and it is "For you 1,000 times over." I read this book senior year of high school, and it's just stuck with me. I love this book so much. It's such a beautiful quote from the book. If you haven't read it, it's incredible. You should read it. I just love all like the lessons behind it. It's a very heartfelt book. I love it so much. You should check it out. I think there's like a movie on the book, but I've never seen it. I just love the book. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, but if you're not a reader, maybe try the book, or what? If you're not a reader, maybe try the movie. I'm sure it's good. I've never seen it. So I'm not really going to recommend it because I've never seen it, but I recommend the book. I'm just rambling. But the pain level on this tattoo, probably, I'll say 4 out of 10. The ribcage isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be because so many people are like, your ribs hurt so bad. And I mean, it didn't feel great, but it wasn't like as bad as I thought. I think people were making it worse than it was. So I say 4 out of 10, at least for me. Okay, so the next tattoos we're going to talk about are the ones behind my calves. They are my only colored tattoos, and they're matching tattoos. They're color traditional. I get the most compliments on these tattoos. The colors look great on me. I love these tattoos so much together. It's basically a sun and a moon. No reason. I just thought it would look really pretty as like a traditional style, and it does. I love these tattoos so much. I will say these are the most painful tattoos that I have. They really did not feel good, like the back of my calves. I would rate them 6 out of 10. It was really hard to like stay still during these. I'm very, very good at staying still during my tattoos, but this one I felt like I was like flinching a little bit. But But I will toot my own horn. I don't take breaks with tattoos. And really only because, I mean, I just feel like if I could just knock it out, it's way easier. So I don't really want to take a break. So, but whew, it was rough. It was rough getting through these tattoos. But it was worth it. Okay, so next tattoo is on the side of my leg. It is a snake and dagger tattoo. Really no reason for it. I just thought it was dope, so I got it. I love it, and I would say the pain, maybe a 3 out of 10. It took a little bit longer because it's a bigger piece, but wasn't too bad. All right, so very next tattoo is going to be my little tiny cross on the inside of my ankle. Sorry, I'm like looking at my tattoos because I like forget what I have. I have a little tiny cross on the inside of my leg near my ankles. That was like 0 out of 10 pain-wise, just like 2 little lines. But yeah, I got it because I'm a Christian, so I just keep this little cross on me 24/7. Okay, very next tattoo is a Friday the 13th tattoo that I got a couple years back. And it is a candle named Freddy. I don't know how much longer I'm keeping him. Like I might get him covered up. I'm not sure yet. So this may be the last video he's in. I don't know. But he's just a little Friday the 13th tattoo just because he's cute or whatever. Pain scale, probably 2 out of 10. Really wasn't bad at all. Okay, so the very last tattoo from the old tattoos that I have is one that means a lot to me, basically on the same level field as my rose tattoo, and that is my Uncle Eddie's signature. It says Love Unc, and basically the signature was from my graduation book when I graduated senior year of high school, just a few months before my uncle passed. I was very close to my uncle. I miss him so much. I'm gonna try not to cry. But I miss him so much. He was one of my favorite people in the world. And I just wanted to have his signature on me because I always want to feel like he's with me. I love looking at this tattoo. It just means a lot to me. But yeah, the pain level, probably a 3 out of 10. It didn't really feel that bad, but since on the side of the foot, it is a little bit tender. So it hurt a little bit, I will say. Okay, well that is it for all the old tattoos. So now we're gonna talk about the new tattoos. I am so excited. All right, let's start with this arm. I did make a video on this tattoo, but it wasn't a part of my 2021 tattoo tour video, so I'm talking about it again. And basically, it is the sandworm from Beetlejuice. If you know me, you know I'm obsessed with Beetlejuice. It is like my second favorite movie in the world. Yeah, and I feel like I've talked about Beetlejuice a lot this year, so this is very, you know, appropriate for me to have. Oh, and this is actually a cover-up, the only cover-up tattoo I have. That's why this is here. If you saw last year's video, I had like Friday the 13th skeleton hands on the back of my arm here, but I'm gonna get that covered up, and this will be covered up soon too when I complete my arm. But yeah, I would rate the pain on this maybe like a 4 out of 10. There was a few shading spots that hurt. Maybe not 4 out of 10, maybe like 3 out of 10. No, I'll say 4 out of 10. I don't know. It wasn't hurt that bad, but there was some shading. It took a while. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Okay, let's go over to my other arm. So on the back here, I have 2 ghosts holding hands, and I got this around Halloween time, so I say it's like a Halloween tattoo, but also Harry Styles has a song called 2 Ghosts from his first album, so I also kind of say it's about that song too, because I love that song. And I think the pain level for this would be like 2 out of 10. It was very easy to get, and I think it's super cute. Okay, last tattoo we're going to talk about is a bird on a honey pot with some bees around it and then a spoon inside. And can you guys guess what this is about? It's kind of a random tattoo, but it's a Harry Styles song from his 3rd album called Daylight. So basically I have 1 tattoo for each album. Can't wait for him to come out with a 4th album so I can see what that next tattoo is going to be. I'm going to have to save up space on this arm with a bunch of Harry Styles tattoos. Got 3 of them at this point. But yeah, so the pain level on that, right here didn't feel very good, so I'll say like a 4 out of 10. That spot wasn't very fun, but the rest of it wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much all my tattoos. Okay guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sure next year I will have another tattoo video. I plan on getting a couple tattoos every year. And hopefully one day I'll be rich and I can just get all my tattoos all at once. Because I know I have a decent amount of tattoos, but I just want some more. I want some more so bad. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I really hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving yesterday. And I also hope to see you guys in my next video. Alright, bye guys.